Next up on WTV, new school rules and updated policies and this year's admin team. WTV's daily update starts now. Hey there, Red Hawk Nation. Today is Thursday, August 10th, and I'm Joaquin Perez with today's daily update brought to you by Wingspan TV. After a long summer, here's a review of the updated school rules and policies.
Perhaps the biggest change for students on campus is the new cell phone policy. This year, teachers will prohibit cell phone use and require students to store devices in the designated storage areas during class. It will be up to the individual teachers as to where students' cell phones must be stored. Teachers will also ensure that there is no cell phone use in the restrooms and locker rooms. Another new policy this year is that there will no longer be drop-offs of any kind permitted on campus. Students will also not be allowed to exit the buildings for pickups of any kind, including to receive orders from Uber Eats, Grubhub, etc. Of course, if students leave for appointments, sickness, or other such things, students will be let back in when they return during the school day. But now, instead of the front door to the school remaining unlocked during school hours, students will have to press the doorbell and wait for their response. Then you will show your license or school ID. If you are leaving and being picked up, the person picking you up will do the same and show their ID. While there have been a few changes this year, the grading policy has remained the same as the 2022-2023 school year. Like last year, instead of having minor and major grades, this year all graded assignments will have the same weight, however, the categories will have different names. Non-graded assignments, called progress checks for learning. These will be recorded in HACE but not calculated in students' GPAs. All other graded assessments will be titled Assessments of Learning. These will all be equally weighted and calculated into a student's GPA. Moving away from academics, let's take a look at the student's dress code. The following 3 dress code rules will keep you out of trouble. Number 1, don't wear clothes that disturb students' activities. For example, showing up to English class in a Halloween costume might not be the best idea. Number 2, don't wear any clothes with drugs, alcohol, gang-related, or offensive text. Number 3, don't wear anything that could create a health hazard for other students. If any of your outfits or accessories could cause harm to any other students, it's probably a good idea to leave it at home. Scan this QR code for more in-depth information on how to dress for success. Next up, academic lunches. They will be assigned by teachers for missing and late work, so make sure to stay on top of all your assignments. The advisory period starts on August 21st. Starting at 12:15, students will have 5 minutes to get to their classroom. After this 5-minute period, advisory will continue until 12:45. During advisory, the halls will be closed, but common areas such as the cafeteria will remain open. Although advisory sounds like a great time to hang out with friends, it's also a great time to study and prepare for any classes, tests, or quizzes. You can also use advisory to discover or explore new interests by attending club meetings. You could even make a club of your own. Once again, advisory doesn't start until August 21st, so until then, students will stay in their second period class for an extra 30 minutes. Many students find it helpful to reach out and get to know your teachers. Even if you know your teacher just a little bit better, it'll make asking them for help a lot easier. No one likes a bad grade or a botched assignment, but it's likely to happen to everyone on campus at one point. If necessary, a teacher will assign you a mandatory tutorial. These tutorials will be during advisory or before or after school, depending on your availability. Finally, let's get to a lot of people's favorite subject, lunch. Lunch begins at 12:50 and ends at 2:50. Lunches are split into 4 different groups, with each lunch lasting 30 minutes. The lunch you are assigned depends on the class you are in during your third period. Reporting for WTV, I'm Joaquin Perez.
Each year not only brings new students to campus, but also new faculty. Here's a look at the changes to the admin team for the 2023-2024 school year.
Returning staff for the 2023-2024 school year are Stacy Whaling as the school's principal, Brooke Fesco as the associate principal. The assistant principals are Tyler Wicke with the A through E alphas, Jason Harris with alphas F through L, Victoria Tong with alphas M through R, and J. Phil Brown with the S through Z alphas. There are some changes in the counseling department for the new school year, with Lauren Zambezi taking the role as the school's lead counselor. With Amanda Zambezi taking the role as the school's lead counselor, Kelly Chandler returns to the A through E alphas, Ryan Kiefer returns to the F through L alphas. New to school, Angela Lewis is the counselor for alphas M through R, and Lene Rainey returns for the S through Z alphas. Reporting for WTV, I'm Karina Grolskaya.
If you are looking for more from Wingspan, you can follow us at Liberty Wingspan on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok, or visit our award-winning website, libertywingspan.com. And now for today's announcements. For any announcements, have your club sponsor email libertywingspanstaff@gmail.com. That's it for today's daily update. This is Joaquin Perez for Wingspan TV.